In the month of January, we booked 214 calls from a following of 10,000 without paid ads, without cold email. And we did this all by following one simple statistic. What you guys need to understand is that with a following as low as that, you could still print from this offer. We took it from $6,000 per month to $123,000 per month. If you think that's bullshit, here you go. Separated all the payments from that month over here in this column. We did a sum calculation here. The total was $122,835. Just to show you that it's not bullshit that we booked 214 appointments with a following of 10,000. Here's a screenshot. This is not bullshit. I'm going to show you exactly how to do it. And we did it by focusing on one main statistic. So if you just look here, that main statistic, and I shit you not, it's very simple. It's the reply rate. It sounds dumb coming out of my mouth right now, but this is the main statistic that goes over people's heads. They always think of speed to lead. They always think of open rates. They always think of all this other bullshit. But the main one, the main hat over everything is the reply rate. Sounds simple, right? So what do I mean by reply rate? Reply rate from when someone opts into your funnel. So whether you're running a free community funnel, a free resource funnel, an ascension funnel, from when someone gets into the top of funnel, what percent is actually replying to you? So they could either be hit up on SMS, email, DMs, dials, whatever. You want to get that as close to 20% as possible, because when you do that, you can actually get a lot more booked calls. So let me just tell you a story, right? So this specific client, I'm not going to name the name, but they were doing $6,000 per month, every single month. And we stepped in and all we did was we implemented story sequences. Okay. So we did 1 or 2 story sequences in a month and we only generated 10,000, booked 20 appointments. It was shit. So we took a step back, revamped everything, got a free funnel and started booking in calls. We booked in calls by getting the reply rate up. So once we implemented everything, we started hitting $123,000 per month. It's as simple as that, right? And when I say that specific funnel, right, you should probably run something like that, right? We 25x'd what the client was making beforehand. But if you have a free funnel, it's blessed because you get a ton of free leads for doing nothing, right? You get them into a free community and you get their email, their phone number, and their Instagram handle, and you can hit them up, right? That's the biggest thing. If you look at Russell Brunson's value ladder, right? I'm sure you guys are all familiar with it. At the bottom of the ladder, you're just trying to get them in. Why? Because you want to get them converted. Whether it's a book call, medium ticket, low ticket, whatever. We want to get their contact details so that we could sell them over time. If you don't have that in place, you're going to be stuck at your current MRR for infinity. Unless if something crazy happens, you need to install a system like this. And let's say you have a bigger following, the magnitude of how much you'll make is directly correlated to your followers. How many people actually opt into the funnel and how many times do they actually get hit up? So this system worked really, really well as long as you're, if you have everything dialed in. Now, you could run a system like this, a free funnel, and collect all the opt-ins. But if you don't have a good team in place to actually use these leads, utilize them, then you might as well just sell a low ticket and burn the rest of the leads. The key component is that you can actually hit up all these leads and get that reply rate up. So that's what we did. We built out a team, and this team consists, and this is just a team of setters, right? So we built out a team of 2 dialers. Now we're onboarding a third just to manage the lead flow. And we have a DM setter constantly in the DMs, hitting up the entire followers, replying to inbounds, and really booking in appointments. So if you do this properly, you should be booking in, 8, 10 appointments a day from a following as low as 10,000, right? If you have a following of 400,000, right, it should be a lot higher than that, right? And it goes without saying, but you can't have a team just be placed. You need to properly train them on the offer. And again, I sound stupid saying this, but people just place a setter, place a dialer, place a closer, and don't train them. What's the point of doing that if they're just going to get minimal results? So train them up, review their calls, review their conversations. What I even do is I go out of my way, get an outside consultant because I'm decent at sales. I'm not the best. So I'll get someone else that's way better than me, train up the team so that when they're actually talking to the prospects, they can convert them and they can convert them well. So hire out a team that can actually manage the lead flow, or else there's no point, right? We want to get those replies up as soon as possible. And without a proper team, you can't do that. All right. Another thing, software. So Something that we realized recently is that on all of our offers, we're limited by one main component, right? It's the softwares that we're using. So everyone's on Go High Level, everyone's on Alaware, Kixie, whatever. And we realized that the pickup rates are dog shit. And when I say dog, I mean dog shit, right? If you're still on those platforms, you need to change something. And I'm going to plug a software here. I can't believe I'm telling you it, but it's very slept on. And I'm not getting, any affiliates or anything. I just think it's a really good software. If you want to basically double or triple your pickup rates, go with dialer.io. It's a little expensive, but the magnitude of your replies will increase the amount of booked calls down the line. Okay. So super important, focus on the software that you're using to then increase the amount of volume that you can handle on a day-to-day. So we recently hopped on Dialer, recommend you do that. Now, another thing. Now this is like bonus sauce, doesn't really have anything to do with the reply rate, but what we do inside of Go High Level, whenever a prospect goes through the funnel, we actually have specific points which it'll tell the dialer, right? So let's say someone opts in and watches a bit of the VSL, but doesn't go to the application, doesn't do anything else. The dialer should know that. If they go to the book a call page, but they didn't book a call, the dialer should know that, because the way you handle a prospect should be dictated by that, right? If someone's literally this close to booking a call, they should be hit up instantly and just booked in, right? Most of the time it's some delusional ass objection, right? It's some bullshit. So I would implement that as well. So have UTM links tracking where someone is on the funnel, and then also have a within your funnel just a tracker of which page they land on and which page they leave, right? This will help your team. Now, another thing that helps significantly with reply rates is just having a sequence from when someone joins a course or opts in. We have a 7-day sequence from when someone opts in, right? We have about a 60 to a 70% open rate from when someone opts in, right? That's crazy, but that's just because we dialed in the sequences, so it's actually applicable to the ICP. On that sequence, we have encouragements to reply to the email. So we ask very simple questions, and we have a DM setter in the emails constantly talking to these guys, trying to get them booked in. And then we also have actual call to actions with links so that they can go through the application and maybe either buy the mid ticket or get booked in for the high ticket, right? Within the sequence, it should be very value driven, and then also include a couple of case studies in there so that people see and trust the brand, right? You really want to build a lot of trust, especially specifically in certain niches where there's a lot of coaches that give a bad rep for the entire niche. So that's what we do, and this helps with reply rates a lot. Now, we touched on story sequences earlier on in the video, but the thing is, with story sequences, you need to be very, very careful because you can burn through your audience really quickly, and a lot of people do it the wrong way. So if we just have a look at this, you really want to be super authentic. What I mean by this is your audience knows when you're selling to them, but you shouldn't sell to them every single day, every single week. You should give them some breathing room. You should give actual value instead of just always pitching on your story. And what I like to do, I tell people to pitch once a month maximum, but I do 2 pitches a month on story sequences where one is a soft pitch and one is a hard pitch. I'll dive into that in just a second. But this is the typical framework you see, and this is what you should stick to in terms of, story sequences, right? So you have the hook, and bro, everyone has the same hook. It's always some bullshit, right? And the thing is, the prospect that's reading the story sequence is going to know they're getting pitched, right? So you want to make the hook actually either valuable or grabbing people's attention. If you don't do that, then, you're going to get a lot less conversions. So have a very, very, very solid hook. You could even utilize things like polls. You can use memes. You can use a bunch of things. After that, have an actual story. I like to throw in a student success story, then have proof screenshots of people winning in the program, then have an actual call to action. Now, the call to action, this is the difference between a soft and a hard pitch. For soft pitches, I like to just have them tell us, hey, how's your whatever going, right? How's business been, right? Just to get the conversation going. And then that way we have the replies coming in and we could really convert from there in the DMs. And a hard pitch example would be okay, there's 3 spots left in the mentorship, reply to this story using the word Fugazi, and we could talk about it, right? Something like that. You've seen it all the time. really be limited on how many times you pitch to your story, especially with a small following, because you can burn through your audience really quickly, especially if you don't grow that fast. Now, the last thing that I would tell you to implement is close friends. So close friends is literally just adding your entire following to a separate story so that that story is only for pitches, right? And you can do this with a bot, but you essentially 3x, 5x, 7x the amount of people that actually view your story, and in turn 3, 5, 7x the amount of people that will convert down the line. So that's basically it. It's very simple, right? You really just need to focus on the reply rate, build out a good team, and you could hit a lot higher months with smaller followers. If this was valuable, just subscribe down below. If not, cool. Till next time.